Alright. Let's do this.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here
A couple
to the
days
Blue
ago,
Mountains.
24,837 H1Z1 cheaters were banned.
Nice.
Men of the North, you stand at the
And they're
precipice.
saying if
Your
they
kings have
apologize
failed you,
publicly,
so
they can come
now
back.
You turn to the gods, and yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash.
There's a guy apologizing.
Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Pretty damn good intro video, I have to say. Alright, one second.
We are the Forsaken.
Your mom.
We will slaughter anyone
1, 3,
who
5,
stands
6.
in
Thanks
our
for the
way.
follow, man. Okay, we're gonna start like this. Geralt in a bathtub. Okay, that's creepy.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Whatever happened to Triss?
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Jennifer.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
Right.
Is your guy like high right now?
No, that's Witcher senses, apparently.
Old Witcher's fast asleep.
That's weird.
Ciri
never
just
seen that.
appeared somewhere, of course.
This is a castle from the first game?
Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl-ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. If she wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true, but you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Alghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Of course. This a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse? Maybe if you fall. What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Ciri, cut it out. I win.
Your legs are longer. I'll show you yet. Just need to grow a bit.
Alright. I like how you can sprint this one.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, You ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Draw your sword, Geralt!
This will be quick and painful.
Quick cuts! 1, 2, 3! Strong strikes now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady. Dodge.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Now, parry. Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword, its angle?
What am I supposed to parry? Like a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike! Come on, at them!
Slice your jugular.
This will be quick and painful.
What?
Bearing's a little different.
Slice your jugular.
I'm too old for this. Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Quen.
Hey, what's up, Gage? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why. Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly. See? If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now. Hard, Geralt. Come on. See that, Ciri? Ard will knock anyone or anything off balance. Destroy the... Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling. Ugh. Axie can really muddle your mind. Oh, come on. Erden now. Show her, Geralt. See this, Ciri? Couldn't move if I wanted to. Don't worry, Ciri. Quen will dampen the blow. Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the? Vesemir.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
Fuck.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. The Wild Hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop in it and give me the letter. Ah, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Of course. An army's past, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him, too. His theory collapsed.
Right.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going. We going? Help me! Help!
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
I'm gonna turn the graphics down a little bit because it feels like it's lagging a little.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountain, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard.
Slower.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
Is that Billy? Oh, fuck.
Those freaks.
Beg your pardon.
How you been,
those
man?
folks.
Haven't seen you in
No
forever.
need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
Well, I'm sorry.
Vodka for me.
Shit.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
Can't help it.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
all good. Go just leave you in the background playing Destiny. Text me sometime, bro. Let me know how this game is. So far, I've heard all good things. Yeah, I skipped the second one. I was gonna play it, but then it's like, I heard that this one will explain everything in the previous ones. So.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay.
Alright, Billy.
Moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Put it back up.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir.
Oh yeah.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own face cards. There are also special cards.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in my noggin.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Rika! Oh my god. Long time no see. Hey, I got the new Pokemon game, by the way, and you were telling me you're breeding for shinies and stuff. So you need to add me on, the friend code bullshit on 3DS, Rika. And by the way, I've been looking for a Darkrai, and I was wondering if you could help me get one. If you knew any good avenue of getting one. I don't care if we have to hack one in.
Horsewoman of War. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you
Oh,
describe.
by the way, Rika, I got into
Follow
gold
her,
2
and
on
all who
League.
cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
I don't have my current USDS at the moment. I had to send it in because it wouldn't charge. I'll have it next weekend. Of course, I have plenty of Darkrai's. I have every Pokemon. Not every set, but close enough. English DS decided to die. Well, can't you add me still as a friend, even with a Chinese DS or whichever you have, Rika?
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. War reached Novigrad yet?
Well, I was only using an English one because my other DS not 3DS. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Ruling over the city
well,
like
Rika,
dogs over reduced
let me go grab my 3DS and I'll give you my friend code and you can write it down or something like that or save it somewhere. So I will be right back then.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
What do you mean, Rika? The original one what? Anyways, let me type this for you real quick. This is my friend code. That's my friend code.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
I use
But the rules are quite simple.
do some method for making shinies because I like shinies that have good IVs and I can actually use. This is the second time I had to send in my DS because last time they didn't even fix the problem. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, whenever you get your 3DS back, add me on there and save that friend code and hook me up with a Darkrai. I've been wanting one so bad. Like that's my that's one of my favorite Pokemon and I can't get one and everything. Maybe hook me up with some other Pokemon? I don't know what I can do in return besides forever love you, Rika, and you're a beautiful Chinese lady.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Three Moss, 3 Timids, so let me know which you prefer, or if you want one of each. Alright, Rika. 6 perfect Darkrai? Oh my god. Rika, you're speaking my language. But, yeah, what's the difference between Moss and Timid again? Oh, it's all good. What's the difference between modest and timid? Okay.
Well, it's not a game for everyone.
Game. One here.
If you ever find your...
I'll remember that.
Still drunk.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radibor into a ditch.
I would prefer modest then.
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road.
Timid is preferred for Darkrai, but every now and again, raw power can catch people off guard. Yeah, I'll go with modest. Especially with Darkrai, because he doesn't do large bursts of damage. He's more of a damage over time build, is how I would have Darkrai's moveset. So that's just me.
Looking for a woman.
But Rika, you're fantastic, by the way. You just like made all my hopes and dreams come true with Pokemon. Can't believe you have 6 Darkrai. Like, that's so awesome.
2 Schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Come here.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant.
Shiny Durant, timid and modest, a shiny Turant, jolly, and a shiny Ralts female, both timid and modest.
Profession now?
Oh, nice.
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master.
When are you supposed to get your 3DS back, Rika?
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Hopefully soon. I was breeding for the Little Cup tournament, but I don't think I'm gonna be a part of it. Oh, that's lame. I hope you get it back in time, though.
None of your business.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No worries.
As a vagrant, I deserve
yeah, I know what
no
Dino
explanation.
is.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
I love shinies. I use a glitch to replicate them. They're still legit, just not cheated. And I have to lose a Pokemon to make the clone. Oh, okay.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Son of
Nice meeting you.
Oh damn, knocked them both out with one punch! Oh. Alright, I also have a shiny Giratina, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, nice. Where's my horse?
I knows what I knows. Elsa bears her rump for the Blackens. Little whore.
Freak.
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Dervan now. D-E-R-V-A-N. Not Goidemar. Witchers.
Damn deer, stick the bark off the trees again. May the sun shine upon you.
That's it, Roach.
Giratina's original form in shiny is so pretty. It took me forever to get it. Well, how'd you end up getting it anyway? Oh, and did you hear what I said, Raika? I got into gold too. Hype!
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Soft reset in Omega Ruby and Sapphire for it because of the Mirage Islands were shiny Charm. It still took 1,500 plus soft resets. Oh wow. Oh thanks, Raika. I appreciate it. Damn, the character depth in this game is pretty crazy. I like the free run feeling of this. This is pretty awesome.
Move it.
Oh boy. Never played any. I played a little bit of the first one. I didn't like the first boss, or like it was just old and clunky. And the second one I played a little bit of, but I decided to skip it because you can like this one will catch you up on all the story of both, and it just came out and all the gameplay is pretty damn polished. So I just decided to go with this one and just skip
No
the first
locals
two.
allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like
But the
trouble.
story's pretty
Dead wrong.
fantastic.
I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin-Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Huh. You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling. To the tower. Go.
Goltais Griffin is
Requisition a share of your I know there is... How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of
Yeah, it's
Rivia,
pretty awesome.
Witcher.
I've enjoyed it so
That
far.
girl.
But I just
This
started,
explains
so...
why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it, and then I shall see what I can do.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn?
I do not know this, but I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow.
Wanting to play with fire.
A little strange, though.
Reka, I gotta love you.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
We have much work to do. Quite hard. Bloar and I'd fail. Stop!
So Reka, how's the farm been? How was your lotus crop and everything? Did you guys have a good turnout?
Witchers. Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Dervan now. D-E-R-V-A-N. Not Voidemar.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Everything has been going pretty well. Harvest is until another month, but we haven't had any problems. Bugs this season
No.
since
Wild
the
dogs.
frog population seems
Yes.
to have doubled.
More
Oh, nice.
dangerous than wolves. I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. And a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs.
Can't use typical
Gored,
pesticides on crops like
guts stuck to their
lotus
spines, covered in
and rice
scabies.
paddies, so
They
we
just
typically
won't
buy
die,
frogs and
'cause they're
release them in
clever.
the fields, plus
More
to
so
make
than
interesting
foxes.
music.
And they
Riker, you'll have to
hate
take a
men's
recording of that and send it
ears.
to me sometime. I'm sure it'd be beautiful.
Too late. Attacked another one. Dieter.
You know him?
I'm sure it'd be beautiful to
served
listen
at
to.
the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other.
Oh.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables.
It's interesting.
They drove me away. Florian hanged
Alright,
himself.
I
Lord
really enjoy
started
seeing
drinking,
them every
and
now
the
and
estate
then, but
fell into
sometimes
ruin.
they don't want to stay in the fields
That's
and
the long
end
and
up
short
in
of
the
it.
house. Got yelled at by a little frog that was on my bed when I went to lay down. But yeah, you should definitely take a recording, Rika, and send it to me somehow. I would love to see it, and I'm sure the lotus fields are beautiful, so if you wouldn't mind.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Definitely wasn't expecting this guy to be like,
Griffin,
I was in
know
love with the
anything about
boy.
it?
Oh, not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
You following him? Hey Rika, teach me some Chinese.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Nothing to mourn. They were Nilfgaardians.
They were lads, like ours, just clad in black plate. Good hunting now.
Oh, I wouldn't mind, to be honest. I really enjoy wandering around the fields now and then, but sometimes, like at night, it's a bit dangerous with animals. There are a few other creatures other than frogs that like to lurk in the fields. It's rare, but every now and again, I see snakes and foxes. Which would I like to learn? Are you saying Mandarin or
Guardians were
something
celebrating.
or I don't know your
Griffin
other
interrupted.
dialects, to be honest. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, there's a Chinese restaurant here. Like actually authentic Chinese restaurant. It's called Szechuan, which is a region in China and whatever. And I don't know, teach me anything. I'm apt for anything, Rika.
ground's black, saturated with blood.
The dialects are Cantonese and Mandarin. Well, which is more commonly used? Teach me that. Anything else here? Oh, never mind.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably. Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Horse took a long time dying. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week.
Right, we get both, so I had to learn both. More like... HK? What's HK? In Korea, Mandarin, and further west you go, Cantonese is more common, like I'm in between. Oh, that makes sense.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male.
And Rika, when are you gonna hop on Vent and chat with us for a
down
bit?
here in the forest first, then started prowling the
Oh,
area.
Hong Kong. Sorry. Oh no, you're fine. I just didn't know what you meant.
Come on.
Their heart. Sure recognize it. All the herbs lying around.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large
For example,
doses,
the greens would be.
small ones soothe pain
Is
and
it
bring
Wen
forth
Hao?
pleasant dreams.
Or yeah, or
Which is all I
hello,
can hope to
ni
do for
hao.
her.
What's Wen Hao mean?
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to
When
the
who
monsters,
is how you
then to
pronounce
the
it?
folk.
It's just greetings, simple and sweet.
Not
Oh,
from
okay,
here,
I
are
got
you?
you.
A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time. Yes?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But?
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
She'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
Good morning is Zoan.
Do you know the Temple of
Good night
Militale
is
in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslath. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Farewell.
Yeah, to be honest, I have difficulty switching languages every now and then. I've made more than one mistake. Oh, it's all good, Reika. You know I still love you.